Hi, I'm Pastor Marv.
Bruce Cormier.
Rick Patterson.
Neil Davies.
And each of us has been on some servant teams that went to Kenya and went to Western Kenya to a place called Point of Grace Academy along the shores of Lake Victoria. And when I talk about Point of Grace Academy, what is something that comes to mind for you guys?
And Lorna Meeker, or Mama as they call her, and just their care for the kids.
Mine would be love, just the love for the teachers, for the kids, the love for the kids, for each other, and Dennis and Lorna, and just a real community of love.
Yes, they built up a wonderful community, a real example of compassionate love.
One of the times we salvaged a playground from a school in Calgary, had the playground refurbished, and we sent it over to Kenya. And when we got there, we were installing it at the Point of Grace. This was early on in the development of Point of Grace. And so what are some things that come to mind when we were talking about the playground at Point of Grace?
How the kids just go to it and just, it's so well used and it becomes a focal point.
I look at the playground as a symbol of God's love, that people far away from Kenya love God, love them, that we would bring this to that community.
Yeah, in order to do that, we had to take with us a certified playground individual from Alberta there to make sure it was going to be installed in the right way. And we had Darcy with us. Any thoughts about that whole process of building it up, getting it developed there?
The ground was hard.
Yeah, we were digging through rock to get down into there.
Yeah.
There's a number of around 18 to 24 posts that had to be dug by hand. They had to be about 2 feet deep. And so it equalized the team. There was us, and there was a number of Kenyans that were involved. We worked side by side, and it was
fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of hard work. Yeah.
For me, some of the pictures that come to mind of getting it installed are some of the children that would be at the fence along the outside.
Watch.
Their faces just watching and taking a look at it. And one local pastor from the area, he was sitting there one day and I sat down beside him, and as we were chatting, he said, "The only place you see playgrounds like this is in the really large cities." And then he said, "You brought the city to us." And I thought, what a statement. On mission trips, God does a whole bunch of work, and we don't only do things for them, they also do things for us. How has God worked with you in the midst of that?
I've been impacted on these trips. Just an example of love that these people have. Love for each other, love for God. And when you go there, they just embrace you. And it really opens your eyes to how selfish we are in our society here in this area, in Sherwood Park in Canada. They have nothing, but they share everything with each other. And they're all concerned about each other and their well-beings. The Lord's Prayer, our daily bread, that really means something to them, because sometimes they don't know where the next meal is coming from. So it really opens your eyes to God's love and their love.
I guess for me, it's the joy that people have, the joy in the Lord, with the small amount of stuff that they have. To see the grandmothers dancing, to see the kids enjoying one another, and to see the joy of the Lord radiating from them in the midst of the harsh and the hard way of life that they have, is so impactful. When I came home and I walked into Superstore, I wept to see the stuff that we have and the options of such a wide variety. You know, they don't only get coffee. We have loads of different brands of different kinds of things. And they still have such wonderful joy and trust in the Lord. That really touched me. Reverend Dennis Meeker and Lorna, they are members of the Lutheran Church in Kenya. Lorna was trained as a deaconess, and the school there, Point of Grace, has over 700 children in it, from kindergarten on through what we would call grade 12. And about 2/3 of them are staying on site. They stay in dormitories there. And most of those 2/3 are from our orphans. They have no parents. And so support for them is crucial. What are the ways that we can support them?
I think if you remember last year, I had the opportunity to talk to Dennis and Lorna and interview them, and the work that they do is just so powerful in that area, in that community, and just to keep them in your prayers for sure.
And so if you're able to make financial support, make it out to Point of Grace, Kenya, and put it in the offerings at Bethel, and we pass that on to them. And certainly your prayers are just really important to them and to the support that they receive. Thank you, and blessings to all of you. Have a good day.
The love of the Lord to man is revealed again when Jesus with humility washes his disciples' feet. The love of the Lord to man is revealed again when Jesus with humility washes his